Alright everyone, welcome back to Feda. So we're assaulting RASETSU's castle. Oh god, we got a lot of ground to cover. Juki, Guji. Cool names, guys. Alright. Well, everyone's already set up for me here. Yeah, no need to wait here. We need to get everybody as far up as we can. he's not going to be able to get up there in time. But let's get him in the front row. One point of damage. My god. Dan is so awesome. He's just so slow. Okay, let's see. Richard... Well, I need to get him up there. See if we can get Richard a little experience. Richard could probably kill these guys outright. He's pretty strong. And got no experience. Okay. I'm gonna leave this guy for Shim. Shim needs experience, you know, wherever he can get it. Just to make sure he dies. Just checking everyone's levels. Okay. Oh, blocked it. Come on. Nice. Alright. The good thing about the map being so large is that it naturally just separates all the enemies, so we don't have to fight them a couple at a time. We just have this wizard that's not going to be able to do anything. And those two guys up at the top. Oh, in them. Okay, never mind. Didn't realize they were there. Okay. Oh, it sucks I can't get Shim up there. Great. Son of a bitch. Who wants to get these kills? Should be good enough. Not good enough. Son of a bitch. Moon slice this dude. Let's see if you can draw some fire. Yeah, okay. I don't think you need to worry. Have her heal and get some experience. Alright, good. I was just waiting for him to move. Commander Brian, my name is Tobikage. Please allow me to participate in the battle against RASETSU. I'd rather not, because you suck. Yeah, your stats don't inspire confidence. So you would subvert the skills of our master to build yourself this fine castle of death. Well, to you too, Tobikage. Been a while, hasn't it? As for our master and you, I wouldn't submit to your sniveling, idealistic dogma. It always galled the pair of you that neither could perfect my doppelganger technique, right? Enough of your prattle. Now to avenge the master, I'll slaughter you. You are the sniveler, you coward. Show yourself. Fools, I shall demonstrate the true power of RASETSU. Damn it, what sort of trickery is this? Illusions. I see him. No, you clearly don't. Excellent, you spotted me. You're worthy to fight me face to face. Let's find out how strong you truly are. Die, pig. Destroy Commodore RASETSU. Alright, easy enough. Don't have a lot of room to negotiate, but I think we'll be okay. So they're not gonna move, huh? We're probably gonna have to take out the bulk of these dudes before we can, fight him. Especially these assholes. Oh, I didn't think he was gonna kill it. Okay. This shouldn't kill it, and then I can just have Shim get the kill. Yeah, they're not gonna come to me, so I gotta start moving up. Alright, send Dan forward, because he can take hits. Perfect. Just bring RASETSU to me. He's not even that strong. I mean, Dan also does have a fuckload of defense, but... Okay, let's start focusing fire. Although, they do have healers, but... Can't worry about that now. Let's just do as much damage as possible. Yeah. Now here comes the healing. And that's gonna be a 30-point heal. That's right, we'll just keep focusing attacks. Make them waste turns healing. they have any other healers? Or is it just those two? I think it's just those two. He's got 1 HP. Alright, who wants that kill? Shim. His attack power is just rocketing up. Like, I think it started at, like, 35. I have no regrets. Get my ambition. Impressive. Guerrilla Unit 3. Yet, if you truly seek an everlasting peace on the Skadelian Peninsula, don't oppose Cobalt. His power is destined to become omnipotent, a universal force that no one may resist. If you want your civilization to survive, listen to Cobalt's plan and choose his road to peace. Have you considered that Cobalt's plan could also mean no more life on Mildred Scars? If no one is left alive to wage war, is that the sort of peace plan you're advocating too? Hesitate as long as you wish, RASETSU. Ponder that question for all eternity, in hell. Tobikage, why did you train to master the way of the ninja? Find an honorable path to live and die, without stealing luxury from the weak. That sounds like the sort of drivel our master would spew. I'll never comprehend the... what's the use? Go ahead, get it over with. Forgive me. Jump back, everyone. It's another trick. He was a horrible, evil man, all the way to the bitter end. No, he just wanted to choose his own place, his own way, to be who he was to the end. He wanted to die in this castle, a place that meant everything, the home he made for himself. RASETSU, known for his military prowess as one of the 4 Commodores of the Empire, expired from self-inflicted wounds dealt by explosives he concealed underneath his tunic. I've never understood what drives people such as Tobikage and RASETSU. but I can certainly detect their feelings of emptiness during the final battle. On the plus side of my emotions, we produced our first positive results in Operation Sunstroke. The Empire beheld a single dark blot, hovering on the horizon of its hegemony over Arcadia. Commodore RASETSU was deposed forever, brought down by the tactical skill of Guerrilla Unit 3, and the Liberation Army, spurred by the victory, swarmed toward the Magenta Line. Only one region in southern Scudelia remained under the control of the Balformian Empire. However, Cobalt's awareness of this shrinking piece of the Empire drove him to desperation, or at least gave him an excuse to unleash his ultimate weapon, the Executor. Meanwhile, in Belclad, the first session of the Revolutionary Council convened. Distinguished attendees included Andera Balzark and Pope Omat. Our victory over RASETSU made us realize we were a force to be reckoned with, and our confidence soared that we were finally strong enough to stand up against the Empire. However, 3 more Commodores still loomed before us, not to mention Cobalt himself. Could any element of the Liberation Army... Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not... That was weird. I didn't touch anything. Ending my euphoria... Oh, okay. Very weird. Pope Omat, I wish to thank you for journeying all the way to Belclad. The trip was quite pleasant, and I'm very happy to be here. First, I wish to announce that the Arcadian Liberation Army is vastly expanding our territory. Our provisional government now rules about 70% of the Scudelian Peninsula. That is indeed good news. Those young fighters I met in Lake Kuel are truly extraordinary. I'm sure they'll appreciate the compliment. Without them, we would be nowhere. Well, may I ask why you have invited me to your conference? We have a need for leadership. I'm a civilian who is trying to impersonate a general. The problem is, I am attempting to lead an army in a country that happens to be at war. Doing both, while the Empire regards me as a criminal, puts Arcadia in a tenuous position. We need someone charismatic to inspire the people to form a viable government in Arcadia. Then I would say that Master Andera sounds like the perfect fit. Everyone wants Master Andera to lead the civilian government, but the military burden consumes him. What is wrong with the idea of Master Andera wearing both civilian and military hats? Look, Balformia has 2 fears. 1, the revolution will succeed and spread to the mainland. 2, Cobalt will prevail and use the Executor to take over the mainland himself. Andera has no ambitions toward conquering the whole empire. They could crush us easily. But how do we convince the mainland that we don't think the same way they do? So do you believe that Balformia will trust Arcadia if I am the one who's elected to govern? Would this really stop them from mounting a massive invasion if we defeat Cobalt? Possibly, since Arcadia is just a tiny piece of Mildred Scars compared to the mainland. We see no other way to stop the Empire from executing a rumored plan of their own. What Balformia fears even more than the Republic of Arcadia is the Phantom of Faust. Since Brian works for us right now, we're not quite sure how to allay the Empire's fears. That task would fall to you. Perhaps we could offer the mainland Senate the appearance of ratifying our Chief of State. Hey, here's an idea. What if we were able to steal the legendary sword away from Cobalt? Indeed, the Executor poses a problem for the entire world, not just the people of Arcadia. As we already agreed, the mainland may consider Cobalt and the sword a greater threat. Do you believe Cobalt might actually try to conquer the mainland using that sword? Being that my nephew is a megalomaniac, I wouldn't be at all surprised. On the other hand, do you really believe you can wrest the sword away from him? Absolutely. We must do so before Cobalt becomes desperate and uses the sword in Arcadia. Alright, I'll accept the post of Chief Executive Official on 2 conditions. First, I must insist that we allow the Balformian Senate to believe they have approval authority. My bargaining chip will be a promise to neutralize the Cobalt menace for everyone's sake. Second, promise me you will recover that dreadful sword and terminate Cobalt. Otherwise, the Arcadian Republic, you and I, and possibly even the entire world may not survive. Agreed, Pope Omat. And welcome aboard, Mr. President. Hey Brian, can you hazard a guess as to when we might receive our next assignment? I don't expect to see much action for a while. All I know is we were instructed to wait for Kome in a town called Scentbowl. Our advisors seem to be as busy as bee gyros with the muckety-mucks behind the lines. That's none of our affair. Our job is to fight. I'm happy just to follow our captain and the lieutenant, or whatever your ranks this week. Master Andera seems to have everything moving smoothly at our temporary capital in Belclad. Maybe peace will really come to this land, and everyone looking for a quiet life will find a home. Yep, and I guess we're the baddest-ass peacemakers on the block. Is baddest a real word? Only when you include it with ass. Anyway, speaking of naughty words, I hope they have plenty of beer in this place called Scentpole. Alright, well... We'll move out. Well, I'll be damned if the Empire isn't occupying this little burg with an entire battle unit. How about some appetizers before we feast? Let's kick their Empire butts out of town. Just skirmish, and maybe they'll give up and leave town with their tails between their legs. Alright, well, let's skirmish in the next episode, so if you guys like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. More Feda in the next one.